Hi, I'm Deb Kashat from Pixel Ladies. I'm going to show you how I use the difference blend mode to take one face and line it up with another and replace it. The first thing to do is to make a selection of the face that you like. So I'm going to get the rectangular marquee tool, make a selection of that face, copy it, and then move to the other image and paste. Get my move tool, and you can see that the face I want to paste is larger than the existing face. Let's close this one, and then we can zoom in. Get my move tool again, and I'm going to drag the face I like over the existing face. I need to make the face smaller, but how much smaller? Of course, you could get your move tool and just start resizing it and eyeball it, but I've found a much more efficient way. Let me undo this. I'll rename the layer so you can see which layers I'm dealing with. What I'm going to do is go up to the menu that's to the left of opacity. It says normal, but if you click down on it, there's all sorts of blend modes. This is the way that two layers interact with each other. You want to make sure you're on the upper layer and then click and choose difference. Now that face is going to turn into something really wacky, but when you drag it over the other face and start resizing, let me zoom in, back to my move tool. You can see where the two images are different because they're a different color. Where they're the same color, they become black. So I'm looking at the eyes, and I'm going to move the eyes so they're over each other. Wow, that's pretty good. And you see what happens if I get too big, they look wacky. But if I get them just about right, then they become almost black. So you see how there's very little difference in the eyes? I could make them a little smaller. And I'm looking for them to almost fade to black. I'm going to click the check, and then I'm going to click back to normal, and I'm going to turn the face off and on. Because the face is at a different angle, I might have to do some more work. But first what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the eraser tool, and I'll start off with it bigger, and I'm going to start erasing some of the background. You could make a selection if you want, but I'm just going to quickly erase. I'm not sure what I want to get rid of yet as far as other parts of the background. And what I should have done is duplicate this. Let me undo and duplicate this and turn off the original face. That way if I mess up, I can start over again. Get my move tool again. I'm going to see what happens if I line up the shirt here. There's ears. Turn it off, turn it on. The face is at a different angle, So I'm going to have to decide what I really like. Let's zoom out and see him compared to the rest of the family. There I'm comparing the chin and the eye level. Maybe I want to make it just a little smaller. When you're happy, click the check. Let's turn on the difference again and see what happens. If I move his eyes lined up, let's see if that's any better. Turn it back to normal, zoom back in. And really all I care about is the face part. So let's see what happens if I erase some more. Again, I'm going to duplicate that face copy and turn it off and work with the duplicate here. Get my eraser and let's see what happens if I can erase most of the stuff except the face. I'm just carefully erasing along the outlines, along the edges. Turn the face off, turn the face on. Now I can see I haven't erased some of this outer edge here. A little bit of the tree, a little bit of shirt there. And I'm just looking at the edges. You can zoom in more. Check the spots. There's a little bit of a line here. Let's see what that is. I thought there might have been a line there, but that's actually straight on the original picture too. I like that there's more forehead showing on the original. So let's see what happens if I get the eraser and erase this part. Double click the hand tool to zoom out. Turn the face off and on. And I'm pretty happy. I hope you'll find some uses for changing the blend mode to difference when you're working with your photos.